Today I want to work on cleaning up my office space a little bit. So I thought what I would do today is build a cabinet to put right here so that I can get all my electronic stuff put away so it's just not out in the open and cluttering up my space. And so I have like a 2 foot area here that I can build a cabinet. And the only thing I have to kind of account for is the attic access here. This is on a hinge and it like swings down. So I've taken the measurements and I know that the cabinet can be 8 inches deep and not interfere with that. Alright, so now this blocking's purpose is just to make it easier to mount this to the wall. So that works well, but I definitely have to go lower. All right. Okay, so I realized the problem is that these hinges are designed for cabinets that have a face frame. I don't know that. I don't even know where I got these from. These were just in my shed. Probably a yard sale find or something like that. So to fix this problem, since I only have 8 inches from the wall, that's as deep as the cabinet can be, and I'm already pretty much at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like a 1/2 inch filler right here. And the way that I got that measurement was I just kind of pushed this door as far as it can go with the hinges installed on it. Then that gives me, that's the gap that I need to fill. So it's roughly a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to cut 2 1/2 inch strips and just fasten them here. And then that should make it so that I can get the door installed where I need it to be, which is right here. Did you get the squirrel spot? Where's the squirrel at? Dogs. That's better. Okay. So off camera, I don't know if you can even see it, but I found the one stud in this area and I drew a plumb line with a level. And I also did a little test run of getting this thing into place. So hopefully I don't look too much like an idiot here. Now to initially install this thing, I'm gonna just use the stud that's here. And if I feel like it needs more support after that, then I'll go about doing that. Come on, go in. Whew. Over a little too far. Alrighty, so it's the next day, and I need to put the shelf pin holes in. So I've decided I'm going to space them out 2.5 inches between each hole, and they're going to be 1.5 inches from the sides. So the first thing I need to do is make a jig so I can lay these holes out. Alright, so to make this jig, so I know that this part down here I'm not going to put any kind of shelf pins there because there's no need to have a shelf that low. So what I'm going to do, the pen might work a little bit better here. What I'm going to do is at 1.5 inches, I'm just going to draw a line. So put a mark on here every 2.5 inches. Alright, so now to make sure I don't go too deep with my drill bit, because here's my jig. I'm just going to put some, usually I would use painter's tape for this, but I don't have any. I just have electrical tape. So it will have to do. And so I'm just going to eyeball it out. It doesn't need to be exact. This represents my jig, and then this represents the side of the cabinet. So this will make sure that I don't drill too far and put a hole out the side of the cabinet. Alright, so now to use this jig, I've marked which is the top, so I know that I'm starting from the right place, because I designed this jig to start from the bottom here. So now we're just going to make sure that it's as far forward as it can be and it's against the bottom, and we're just going to drill our holes. Alright, so now to get the second hole, because you need 2 holes on each side, now we'll just flip the jig over. We'll push it back against the blocking here, and we'll drill the second batch of holes. So here it is in all its glory. I managed to get some paint on it, but I didn't finish it. I ran out of time, so I painted it as much as I could. But for right now, it serves its purpose, and it's getting all the crap that was on my desk off it. And it really just uncluttered my workspace a lot, so I'm really happy about that. I think I might actually make a second one to put here, to put all of my power tool batteries and chargers and stuff in. So I always charge them on this desk anyway, so it makes sense to have them right here. But that's pretty much it for this video. This is kind of the beginning of what's going to be like an office makeover series, where I'm going to do a lot of work in this room, because this room kind of abruptly became my office, and I just did the bare minimum that I needed to get it to be functional for me. But I spent a lot of time in here, so I really want to put some time and work in and make it like a more enjoyable space to be in. So I think what I might do is actually do like an office tour video where I kind of talk about like the projects that I have coming up, and then, you know, hopefully I'll be able to get through those projects and in a reasonable amount of time. So that's it for this one. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.